Hello and welcome back to Realm of Thrones, and we're making peace. No, we're not making peace. No, we're not making peace with the Norvoshi. No, not at all. But we are going to be spending 640 influence to decline everyone's wishes, and it's actually going to start becoming almost impossible, actually, increasingly difficult to actually do that. So in the future, when we are inevitably going to be at war against someone, and someone decides, oh yes, we will be making peace this time, Elias, and then we will not be able to do anything against them. So that's unfortunate, isn't it? Yes. Anyway, I have done a little bit of selling, as you can see right here. Unfortunately, the amount of cash that I'm losing right now means that I have actually lost quite a bit. I had 370,000. Now we have 333,000, so it's not particularly good. However, I did get breeder skill to activate one more time, hilariously enough, giving me another one of these horses, which is hopefully going to help us out. However, the marketplaces only have a very small amount of cash in them. So, yeah, doesn't really help us that much. Anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to actually speak to Daenerys right here. We're going to send her a raven, and of course I am going to be going in right now, right here, and we're going to hopefully be able to eliminate and murder everyone in the garrison. You know what I'd personally like to see? I would love to be able to force them into some kind of surrender action instead of us being forced into the actual siege, because, I mean, let's face it, they have literally 142 people, and all of their people are militia. So from my perspective, I feel like there should be some form of surrender option for them to take, potentially, and it would be a lot more dynamic that way as well, because obviously the forces that we have here would basically just intimidate them so heavily, there would be no way that they would be thinking to themselves that they can win. No way, not in a million years, right? I mean, I don't know, maybe they would. I don't know, maybe they would think that they would win or something like that, but yeah, anyway. Let's see if we can do a little bit of damage. A little bit of damage with my thrown weapons. Yeah. Yes, it's a little bit more difficult than anticipated. Hilarious. Okay, so let's try to get 275, shall we? Come on now. 275, come on. Yes. There we go. There's a little bit of damage. Obviously, these guys are not really going to give me huge amounts of experience or anything like that, but doesn't really matter. 267 we're at. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's going to be a while, isn't it? Yeah, it's going to be a while. I might install the slash through enemies mod, just because I think it's going to be hilarious and fun, but obviously from a... I'm not entirely sure. It depends. It depends. I think you can actually customize it a great deal. When I used it a long time ago, obviously this is the standalone version. I obviously have used the one that is incorporated into Shokuho itself, but there is a standalone version, of course, and I used it a number of years ago, and it did have some wonderful customization options, which would enable us to basically enable any kind of slash through that we'd like. In other words, we could basically turn it off for one-handed, and we could turn it on for two-handed. I think that would probably make the most sense, because two-handed, I think, would have the ability to slash through multiple enemies, and one-handed, not so much. You know, not so much, just because it doesn't have as much of you know, a weight behind it. Anyway, 71 Norvoshi Grand Bid. What is actually going on with these guys? This is insanity. Why do they have so many people? Why do they have so many of these incredible noble units? I have no idea. No idea. Wouldn't be able to tell you. Anyway, that is it. Norvos has been destroyed. Now, this is obviously the main problem with Norvos now. We are going to inherently have this issue, where everyone decides to declare war on us from the remaining faction. And this is obviously a problem. This is a big problem. And yeah, it's going to make it so that our forces want to make peace with the next people that we decide to declare war on. And it's going to be a huge issue, isn't it? Yeah, it's going to be a huge issue. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to ascertain, let me see, Mario, there we go, this guy. We're going to have to ascertain who the, okay, we're going to have to send a raven to this fella. Oh, he's imprisoned. Oh, he's imprisoned by us. That's hilarious. He's imprisoned by us. Okay, well, unfortunately, I can't do anything about that. Did I just take him prisoner just now? Do I have him here? Yes, I do. I do have him here. Well, the funny thing about this is that I'm not really going to be able to do much I mean, I can say, now that your realm has fallen, mine could use your sword. If I wanted. However, he's clan tier 3. I don't know why I'd want a clan tier 3. I'm gonna just let him go. There is no real reason for me to keep him. And what I'd like to do, ideally, he's just been released from custody. Yeah, of course, of course. All right, well, let's see what happens with Daenerys, because, oh no, I don't have enough money. Are you serious? Are you joking right now that I'm not going to have enough money because it has taken us that... Oh, thank goodness. Okay. Whew, that was so close.
I am Daenerys Stormborn of House Targaryen, the Unburnt, Mother of Dragons, Breaker of Chains, and rightful Queen of the Seven Kingdoms. If you've come to bend the knee, speak. If not, do so carefully. My dragons do not forgive insults.
Oh, and look at that. She's voice acted. Isn't that cool? I love that. All right. So, yeah, we're actually going to try to get her. There it is. Boom. She's joining us. That is amazing. That is so incredibly cool. Okay, so we literally have Daenerys with us now. We have another dragon on the field, basically, which is really, really nice. Now, unfortunately, I am going to basically be bankrupt as a result of this too, which I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's bad. Maybe it's bad, maybe it's good, it just very much depends. I would love, if I could, to, yeah, I don't really want to give this to her. The main reason why I don't want to give this to her is because it's terrible. Like, it's terrible. You know what I'm actually going to do? I'm going to give it to myself, and then I'm going to gift it to her, because that's going to increase our relation with her. And I think that's going to make a big difference, even though I don't really... Oh, wait, I want to give... Oh, no, I shouldn't give lease. Yeah, I would love to give lease to her, actually, to be honest. Yeah, I shouldn't do that. I shouldn't do that. All right, so let's just give her this. There we go. A little bit of relation increase. Yeah, ideally, I would like to give her a town, but unfortunately, I did not foresee that I was going to have Daenerys, but when I was giving Vicon all of these towns. So, yeah, we might have a bit of a problem there. However, what we are going to do is we're going to take revenge for Daenerys, and we're actually going to be going up against, yes, you guessed it, the Dothraki Horde. We're going to be attempting to do that at the very least. Now, let's actually see if I can sell a bunch. Yes, sell absolutely everything, including the kitchen sink. What is a sink? I don't know what a sink is. Game of Thrones, we don't know. Do they? Do they know what a kitchen sink is? I don't think so. Anyway, we're going to save. Let's see what happens when we look at the map in just a moment. I have 58,000. That's not really good enough, is it? That's not really good enough. Okay, so I am going to go down to Mantaris. I don't know whether we really want to fight against the Dothraki right now, or whether we want to further consolidate our territory by attacking the Volantines. I know, it sounds a bit weird, doesn't it? Because they have significant archer power, and you know how that, you know how that's going to be. That's going to be extremely, extremely difficult for us to deal with, but I don't know. What else can I do, really? What else can I do? Because I am currently suffering quite a great deal. I'm going to just accept all of these. I'm literally just going to accept all of these right now. Yeah, sure. We made peace. That is so hilarious. Norvos is technically... they're gone, right? They've been eliminated, right? Yeah. So me making peace with them makes basically no difference whatsoever. What I would like to do, though, is I'd like to attack Dawn as well. It's kind of annoying that we have so many different things that we'd like to accomplish here. Because if I can attack Dawn, we can basically remove the amount of cash that we're giving them, the tribute that we agreed on many, many eons ago. And, yeah, we could basically remove that from our debt sheet, I guess you could kind of call it. But yeah, it would be really, really nice if we could do that, because then we wouldn't have to pay them 4,000 or whatever every single day, which would be kind of nice. But anyway, yeah, let's just see what happens here. Maybe we can actually get over to Valisar and Soloris, and maybe we can actually do something. Maybe get... Why am I moving so slowly, by the way? I'm not herding. I have no herding problems whatsoever. It must be my prisoners and things. Okay, so who's this? Sontho. Okay, where is he? Can I send a raven to this guy yet? is traveling incognito. All right. Okay. Well, he's obviously not going to be significantly, wanting to speak to us. Ah, yes. So I can send a message to this guy, and what I will do is I will make peace with him. Yes, I will try to make peace with him. Okay. Hello there. Our realm should make peace. Okay. How much? You literally want everything in my entire... really? How much do you want, sir? Oh, are you joking? Yeah, I'm not going to do that. What about, how much does he need? 200,000. Alright, so he needs 200,000 to join us. I think that means that he is a tier 4? Yes, he's tier 4. Okay, so that's a little bit... a little bit annoying. A little bit annoying. Okay, so let me see what I can do here. So we can sell this for 69,000. I could potentially buy something else as well. I could buy this helmet. Actually, you know what? Why am I doing that? Why am I buying that helmet? That's way too expensive. We need to... Let me actually just figure out something real quick, because this is a really, really nice horse, by the way. The Cowl's steed is insanely good. So, very, very strong. Okay, so 7,000. We don't really have anything that we can really buy for 7,000 here. What about this? There we go. All right. I'm just making sure that we get as much value as possible, right? We really want to make sure of that every single time. Okay, here we go. Yeah, ransomed. That's okay. Illyrio has been taken prisoner by Locke. Okay, that's hilarious. Okay, yeah. So I think what we will do is we will, in fact, go for it. And by that, I mean we will literally just go to Dawn or something like that, I suppose. Or shall we attack Volantis? That's the thing. If we go for Dawn, you know what's going to happen. If we go for Dawn, we're going to have to go all the way... Yeah, as you can see, we're going to have to go all the way to Starfall. And we might even... No, they haven't expanded through here. Yes, we're going to have to go to Ashford as well, as you can see. Very, very large territory to cover. Whereas the Volantines, they only have this small territory here. And 4 towns. We could give those all to Daenerys. Actually, we could take Volantis for ourselves if we wanted to. But yeah, most of them could go to Daenerys, and she could, build up a massive army. And that would be fantastic. So, you know what? I guess that's what we're going to do. I don't really... Yeah, you know what? Okay, yeah. Let's just do this. Okay, let's just do this. Now, what we're gonna do also is we're gonna be entering a field battle, and we're gonna try out the chariot. I know. I've been wanting to try it out for the last couple of episodes. Unfortunately, just haven't had an opportunity to do it just yet. Okay, so let's sell a couple of these Dothraki coursers, I guess. Sell the armor. There we go. Let's buy... yeah, this is not really going to be helping that much, but yeah, I guess it's okay. Okay, so Volantis, we will be attacking, and I will be using the advanced... They're both the exact same. The advanced brown chariot. And we cannot use a saddle. We cannot use a saddle with this. So that's going to be... Okay, that's going to be kind of interesting. I mean, the horses are going to die extremely fast as a result of this, but I guess we'll see. All right, so... oh, I literally just agreed. Okay, I did not mean to do that. My bad. Okay, you're my prisoner now. Enough talking, now march. Yes, indeed. There we go. All right, so... The war has now begun against the Volantines, and they are they're gonna be not so pleased. They're not gonna be so pleased about this, and my vassals are also probably not gonna be very pleased about this either. I mean, let's face it, they are. I mean, they're very willing to go into battle. Obviously, they're very good at it when we put them on offensive. They're actually really, really nice when we put them on offensive. However, well, there are a couple of reasons why. We want to be a little bit careful about that. Oh, wait a minute. What do we got going on here? What do we got? We got some people that might actually be looking to attack us. We might be a little bit problem... Oh, there's Locke running around with 700. Wow, yeah, that's pretty crazy. Yeah, I just want to really make peace with a huge amount of people. Yeah, there we go. The Brotherhood without banners has made peace with us right now, which is really, really good. And... they only have 8 days. 8 days worth of food. Let's actually have a look and see what they have here. They have nothing. Wow, look at this. They have literally 2 Triarch Guardians in comparison to the other fellows that we fought that had, 10 billion of those bearded priests or whatever they were called. Absolutely crazy. Alright, so, yeah, we actually have someone helping us right here. Look at this, 932 people. Now, you know what I'm actually going to do? I'm going to auto-resolve this. I am going to literally auto-resolve this. I'm going to be that audacious because I have a plan. Oh, yes. My plan has come to fruition. It is... actually, I'm not entirely sure. But, yes, we're at a town, so what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to go in here, and I'm going to sell a bunch of people, of course. I'm going to sell a bunch of people, and then we're going to move on. There we go, yes, very nice. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're actually going to be pursuing these guys. I have no idea whether I'm faster than them. I think I am, actually. They're 3.5, I'm 3.9, so I should theoretically be able to catch up to them relatively easily. Now, I'm hopeful that the various people that we have on our side here, and this is going to go to Daenerys, of course. Everyone's supporting her, by the way. That's just very funny. But yeah, everyone is supporting her, which is actually really, really good for us. And otherwise, here we go. Let's do it. Come on, get him. Get him. There we go. All right. Hello there, sir. All right, here we go. Let's do this. Okay, so this is my first time going into a battle with a chariot, and indeed, I'm not sure how we're gonna do this, but yeah, we'll see. Okay, so where are the enemies? I don't see them. Are they super far away or something like that? I don't see where they spawned. Okay, this is gonna be kind of uncomfortable, I guess. Let me see. All right, so somewhere around here, I guess, and then we'll just put these guys over there and these fellas over there, and that's gonna have to do. All right, so, oh, look at this. Here we go. Here's the chariot. Ooh. All right. I have no idea. How is this supposed to work? This is very cool, though. It's extremely, extremely cool. Okay, here we go. Let's put get the cavalry over here, and I've got to be a little bit careful. Because, whoa, three skill points just for a miss? That's hilarious. Okay, here we go. Nice. Three skill points for a miss? What? What's going on here? That's crazy. All right. Nice. All right, so I'm obviously not really trying to get a super hardcore amount of kills right here, but what I am trying to do... Oh, I'm actually getting some hits. I'm getting some hits. That's crazy. That is crazy to think that I can actually do that with a chariot. I don't know how it's going to go when we actually charge through enemies. Shall we try it out? Let's do it. These guys have... oh! That damage! Look at that charge damage. That's what I thought the unicorn was going to be capable of doing. But yeah, 250 charge damage from this. Absolutely insane. Okay, so let's actually move my forces a little bit closer. Move the archers, of course. Okay. Oh, look at that. 100 damage. 100 damage. These fellows literally just... They don't even know. They cannot possibly know what it is to be stomped by a chariot. If the only way that this could be better is if the chariot was on fire, or shall we say, if we had multiple chariots and they were of fire. Yes, that is the only way it could be better. Wow, look at this. This is hilarious. This might actually be better than the dragon in terms of its charge damage, at least. Look at this. I can even slash along the way. Oh, I wasn't even taking full advantage. Wow, that's crazy. Funnily enough, obviously, because the Valantines are very, very good at archers, basically all we need to do is just murder archers, right? We just need to murder archers 6 ways from Sunday, and then we will be completely fine. And that seems to be what is happening here. Now, I am actually very interested. I'm very intrigued as to what would happen if my chariot dies, or at the very least, how does the chariot take damage? Does it take damage when the horses are killed, or does it take damage when I or the basket or whatever I'm standing in is killed? I don't actually know. So I guess that's going to be kind of interesting to find out. But as you can see, we have literally taken 0 damage, which is very amusing. I don't know why that is. Yeah, it looks like we are going to be absolutely fine. Let's just tell our cavalry and infantry to charge in, because otherwise we're going to be having our archers be assaulted for no reason. There we go. There they go. They're charging right on in there. Oh, I love seeing that. That is always extremely, extremely fun to see. And yeah, now we're going to be assaulting more of the archers. These guys literally have had the most nightmarish battle that they have ever seen. And, you know, it is, all intents and purposes, completely their own fault. Because they decided to, well, actually, they didn't really do anything wrong. They kind of just defended themselves. But I'm saying it's their own fault, okay? That's what we're going with. That is what we're going with. Okay, so otherwise, what we're going to do is we're going to put everyone into an auto-delegate. Everyone onto an auto-delegate just so that they can do whatever they feel is necessary. And you can see here we did take a little bit of damage. I'm not sure what actually got hit there. But yeah, as you can see, it is pretty difficult to get actually any hits, as in yourself. So generally, I would say that most of the time, it's probably this is your weapon, basically. This is your weapon when you go into a battle. The chariot is going to be the main... I mean, look at how much damage we do against recruits. They have no armor. We do 250 damage. And yeah, I can do damage, obviously, as you can see right there. I can do damage to some people, but you have to be very, very close and basically have the exact right timing if you're running. Oh, whoa, what was that? Did you see that? We got some funny funny dance maneuvers going on for Elias right there. Okay, yeah, so otherwise, yeah, it is going to be very, very difficult to actually make it work from a, shall we say, standard way of fighting. But if you are literally just looking for a mount that does massive charge damage, I mean, really, you don't have to look any further, do you? You don't. You really don't. I'm going to tell my archers to charge in. I'm going to take them off auto-delegate, because, let's face it, they're all the way back there. It is absolutely pointless for them to be all the way back there. And let's just speed everything up, and let's get them all done, because they are 100% dead. And that's it. Wow. That was fun, though. That was really, really fun. Chariot, really, really good. One thing that you're going to be doing much better on if you play with a chariot, use a bow. Use a bow with 2 quivers or something like that, and you're going to be absolutely fantastic. You're literally going to be able to kill archers any way you want. You can just charge at them, you can shoot at infantry, you can shoot at enemy cavalry, you can do anything you want in that situation. As long as you've got some kind of way to do damage while you are here. Obviously, you could get a polearm, maybe, and doing melee attacks could actually be somewhat effective in that situation. But as you've seen, the way that we did it right there, I couldn't really do too much. There wasn't really any way for me to do anything, as in...
Enough.
I couldn't really attack in the way that I would want to attack, just because it's just impossible. It's just impossible to do that. So yeah, anyway, we've got Targaryens available here, 33 of them in actual fact. And I actually think that what I'll do is I'll swap out a bunch of these, and I will instead take the Targaryens, because I'm not a big fan of the Novoshi Grand-Bearded Priests as it is. I think that they're probably going to be pretty decent when they finally join us, but I don't know. I'm not convinced that they're super, super amazing, and I'd prefer to take Targaryens. So that's what I'm doing right now. Anyway, we'll take a load of loot. Yes, give me all the loot, sir. Thank you. And we will inevitably be moving on to somewhere else. Now, I don't know where our armies are. I'm hopeful. I know that one of them is actually besieging something. Odivo is over there as well. Ah, yes, they took Arnoy, as you can see. And Apatritza is going to Soloris to besiege. That's fantastic. That is actually wonderful. You know what? Can I help? Is there any way for me to help her? I don't think so, right? I don't think there's any way for me to do this. I mean, I can start the siege, and I can maybe destroy the walls or something, or is it even necessary for me to do that? I actually don't know whether it's even needed. I don't know. Maybe they need that little bit of assistance here and there, or maybe they don't. I don't know. Anyway, let's have a look. 35, wait a minute, we are level 35 right now, and tactics is now 150. So let's have a look. 10% movement speed to parties called to your army, minus 15% influence required to call parties, and then army commander stuff. Ooh, fortification bonus. I think that might actually apply to sieges, so I'm going to be taking that. Yeah, that would be really, really nice for auto-resolve when dealing with sieges. I think this could be extremely good. At least that's the idea. I don't know. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. So here's the problem now. We could... Actually, yeah, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna let her do her thing, whatever she wants to do right here. And I'm gonna go over to Valasar, and I'm gonna try to besiege that, because if we can besiege two things at once, that's gonna be exceptionally good. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna speak to one of these guys. I actually don't know who the leader is of this. Let's see. No, we don't seem to have them, unfortunately. No. We are getting... Alios. Okay, so he is actually the leader of his clan. So I'm going to try, if I can. I have an offer for you. Join us and be set free. He's happy with his current leash. Alright, well, that's unfortunate. There you go. Because technically I have enough cash. I think I should have enough cash to be able to persuade him to join us. But as you can see, that is not going to work. What about this fellow? Is he actually the Triarch? Yes, he's the ruler, so that's not going to work. That is not going to work in a million years. It's a good try, though. Good try. 2 days worth. Oh, this is fantastic. Look at this. The garrison is 334 strong. That means if we starve them out, they are immediately going to be super, super weak. And if we do get Apatriza to come over after she's done with that, then we will have an even better time. Now, unfortunately... Oh, wait a minute. We might... Oh, there we go. We took Odivo. Or, shall we say, one of our vassals took it back? Or took it? I think we actually initially took it from someone else, and then someone took it from us, and then we made peace with them, or I think it was Volantis actually took it from someone instead. So, yeah, there's that. Anyway, we're going to give this to Daenerys as well. Basically, she's going to be getting a huge amount of fiefs as we go forward here. I think that makes the most sense. We need to resolve this. Yeah. Not many people want peace with them right now, so I actually am saving quite a lot of influence here. We only have 290 to spend, which is pretty good. I don't mind that. And Valon is now under siege. That is to be expected. We don't have to worry about it, okay? We do not have to worry about it in any way. The only thing we need to worry about is what we're doing here. As you can see, Apatriza is actually now going in on Soloris. She is trying to take it immediately, which is really, really good. Let's put this into reserve. I'm hopeful that she will be done with this sooner rather than later. I don't know how long it's going to take, but hopefully she will be done in short order, and then she'll be able to come over and actually help us out, and then we can go in for an auto-resolve against an extremely weakened garrison. That would be the idea here. If we're lucky. Oh no, never mind, Daenerys is coming! Oh, that is hilarious! That is so funny. Okay, yeah, this is absolutely perfect. Okay, so we don't even need to really worry about anything now. So basically what we can do is just get these trebuchets up, try to destroy the walls as best as we can. Apatriza is still going in for the siege there. I'm a little bit worried now that she's maybe going to fail. Hopefully not. Yeah, Valon is going to be taken, no doubt, but we have all of our armies in this area. That's the reason why I thought to myself, taking Volantis is probably the best course of action, because they have all their fiefs so close to each other. And I feel like that just makes every single bit of sense in the world. Okay, let's see. No, she's still doing fine. Still doing fine. And we have almost destroyed the walls. Yes, almost. And once we've destroyed the walls, I literally will be going straight on in. There we go. Okay, auto-resolve it. Boom, done. 50 casualties only. Literally. 50 casualties. That is nothing at all. That is peanuts. That is absolute peanuts right there. So it's really, really nice. And we do have one Triarch Guardian to take. I don't really care about the rest of them. And we are literally just going to move on straight away. Let's show Mercy here. I actually wonder whether she is going to reduce relation with us for us showing Mercy. And as you can see, Soloris has been now taken. Look at that. We took it simultaneously. That is exceptionally cool. I love that. Okay, so let's just sell a bunch of stuff. Sell a bunch of stuff. There we go. There we go. Loads and loads and loads. And we could sell all of this. There we are. Wonderful. I just want to make sure that we, you know, continue to kind of keep our coffers as high as they possibly can be. Let's move on over to see who's actually attempting to take Valon. As you can see, they are having a big struggle here. These guys are literally not having a very good time. They will not be able to do this. Look at this. They won't be able to do this in a million years. I'm going to go in here and we're going to see if we can... It's going to be funny. This is going to be super, super funny. Okay, let's actually do this. We're going to go for an auto-delegate almost instantaneously, and we're literally going to just move on with our catapult. Catapult? Why am I saying catapult? With our chariot, of course, and we're just going to murder them. I obviously can't do much against enemy cavalry here, so this might be a little bit problematic, but hopefully... Oh, yes. Hello there. Oh, yes. Hello there, friends. Unfortunately, they have such a tight... well... I could say something, but no. No. They have such a tight formation. Such a tight formation that it is making things very, very difficult, especially considering I can't really generate any speed, any notable speed with which to charge through them here, which is unfortunate. That's obviously one of the main weaknesses of the chariot here. You need, you know, a pretty decent flat battlefield. That would be the most useful. But I think we're actually fine here, as you can quite clearly tell. No problem whatsoever. And yeah, we're done. I mean, these guys were, I think, actually going to lose, even in the siege that they were attempting to do. So I don't think we really need to worry too much, but look at how much damage we do. Look at that, 120, 150 damage every single time we charge through here. And we're not even charging at full power, you know? A lot of these charges that I'm doing right now are not even at full speed, which is hilarious. And just imagine if you were to get on a completely flat battlefield, it would be incredible. And don't even get me started on a faction that focuses on archers. Obviously, we are focusing on Volantis here, who do have a focus on archers. However, as you've seen, many of the battlefields that we've been on have been a little bit bumpy, you know, a little bit bumpy. So obviously it does make a bit of a difference in how effective we can be. But there it is. We have defended against the Valantines, and I will actually be taking these Triarch Guardians here. Yeah, I'll take a couple. There we go. I should really just, you know, stop. I should really stop waging war, to be honest, and just do a little bit of recruiting from our prisoners' hold, to be fair, because I think that probably makes the most sense. Okay, so owner of this, that's going to be Daenerys, of course. There we go. Some people want me to have it. I probably will actually be taking something, but I'm going to be taking Volantis itself. I think that probably makes the most sense for me. And we're getting some more peace offerings and so on and so forth from Volantis. Yeah, that's not really going to make any difference. Thank you very much. So, yeah, Volantis is the last one available to us. And we are dominating this area right now. Absolutely dominating this area. And yeah, Daenerys is going to get this. I'm sorry, Locke. We're going to have to give it to her for this moment. Locke already has 3 towns. He already has 3 towns, so I don't think he really needs anything extra. I'm not sure if he's just being greedy or, you know, what have you. But anyway, as you can see, they do have a significant amount of territory, but we have swept over their home in very, very little time. So I wonder how long they're going to be able to withstand our might. Whether it will be, well, maybe another couple of sieges, and then it will be game over for them, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.